Hey, this is Chris coming to you with the Running with the Timberwolves podcast and a little solo mission today. I've been seeing a lot of trade deadline stuff coming up and a lot of national people and local people throwing out mock trades. And a lot of it has kind of got me questioning people's ideas. I'm going to bring you my idea here. And I think there is a move that needs to be made. I think it's important for the Timberwolves to make a move, but I don't think it's a move that everybody thinks it is. I'm going to tell you why Jaden McDaniels is the guy that needs to be traded off the Timberwolves. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Jaden McDaniels. This is his fifth year with the Timberwolves. He's played in 328 games, 252 of them he's started. Averaged about 28 minutes a game. So this is not a small sample size. He's been here for a long time and he's been starting almost all the games. In all those games combined, he's averaged 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. That's in his career. But if you take just this year, he's averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. Kind of telling you that Jaden McDaniels is who he is. He's always been this. He's always going to be this. He's averaged this same numbers every single year he's been here. There hasn't been any noticeable improvement at all. This is where it's really striking to me. Everyone wants to say, well, yeah, Jaden McDaniels isn't a producer. He's not here to produce points or rebounds or assists. He's a defensive stopper. That's what he's here for, which is a great thing to tell people, and it sounds nice. But the problem is it just doesn't hold true. In the last 2 years, Jaden McDaniels has been a negative defensively. Last year, the opponents were 5.9 points better when Jaden McDaniels was on the court than off the court offensively. And this year, they're 5.4 points better offensively when he's on the court than off. So teams are scoring more and more efficiently when Jaden McDaniels is on the court opposed to off. And, it's kind of hard to understand what those numbers mean. So the difference between 5.4 points like he is this year is a difference between the Timberwolves, who are the 16th rated offense, and the Washington Wizards, who are the 30th ranked offense. It's the same difference there. That's the difference between him being on and off the court. And then a lot of people will say, Julius Randle's the guy that needs to leave. But he is actually producing us at a plus 2.6 total points per possession. So he is being a positive asset, where Jaden, if you take in the -3 he is offensively, is a -8.4 offensive or total. So when he's on the court, our team is bad. And those numbers hold up not just in these advanced analytics, but in other ways. If you want to look at plus minus, every starter for the Timberwolves is a plus. Anthony Edwards is a plus 95 this year. Julius Randle is a plus 84. Mike Conley is a plus 60. Rudy Gobert is a plus 59. So all the starters are, 60, 70 points, right about there in the plus column. And then you get Jaden McDaniels. He's a -23. Everyone's cheering to get rid of Julius Randle. Julius Randle is over 100 points better in the plus minus column than a guy that he starts and plays most of his minutes with in Jaden McDaniels. 2 guys off our bench, Nas, a plus 44, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker's a plus 118, who would probably be the guy starting in place of Jaden. So not only is he advanced analytics bad, but even when you just look at the stats, they're bad. I did a video last year when I talked about head-to-head, every top guy that Jaden McDaniels defended averaged more points versus the Timberwolves than their season average. So it's not like he's even slowing down these stars. They're actually scoring more against him. When you talk about 4-man lineups, where you figure out how the players are playing in a 4-man lineup, out of the top 50 lineups that we've played this year, we've had 17 4-man lineups that have either been producing in a negative level or less than 1 point on average. So pretty much not being successful. Out of the 17 4-man lineups, Jaden McDaniels is in 13 of those. And if you move it down to a 3-man lineup, there's still 17 that have been negative for the Timberwolves out of the top 50, and Jaden is in 12 of those. So he is negatively affecting our team in every way that you possibly can. If you even want to talk money, Jaden McDaniels next year is going to make $25 million a year. Julius Randle is going to make 30. So $5 million difference. Jaden is just not the guy we need to keep around. Not only does he not produce, scoring 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, those are not numbers that you want a starter to be giving you. But in every advanced analytic, he actually hurts our team every single time he's out there. Julius Randle, on the other hand, is different. One thing we have to remember with Julius Randle is he showed up in Minnesota 120 days ago. This guy is brand new. One day before our first preseason game, Julius Randle showed up. Tom Thibodeau, I do not believe, is a better offensive coach than Chris Finch. I believe what's slowing down Julius Randle is the fact that we haven't really got to put our offense around him yet or use him to his most effectively. In the last 2 years, Julius Randle, 2 years ago, went for 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists and was an all-star. Last year, 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists, playing with Jalen Brunson, who is another ball-dominant scoring guard, much like Anthony Edwards. Julius Randle's been a 3-time All-Star, a 2-time All-NBA player. And people are talking about him like it's better to just dump his $30 million salary than have to pay him next year. And they're perfectly fine paying Jaden McDaniels 25 next year, 27 the year after that, 28.5 after that, and 30 after that. This is a guy who has proven to us that he's just a role player and negative on the offensive and defensive side. It's time to move Jaden McDaniels, not Julius Randle.